Well, a very traumatic incident, certainly from the perspective of her family. Zenril Webster, we're expecting to be sentenced here at Reading Crown Court this afternoon. He has pleaded guilty to manslaughter. Midway through the trial, he made that plea. This afternoon, at the moment, about 10 members of her family are in court giving their victim impact statement of how they've been affected by Joanne Rand's death prior to the sentencing itself being carried out. But as you said in your introduction, actually Webster was more than aware really of the consequences of how horrific acid attacks can be. In the police photos that were taken of him, you can see from himself that he bore the scars actually and still does today from an acid attack that he was involved in just 2 months before he carried out this acid attack. He became the victim himself of an attack. But on the day itself that this took place, CCTV showed him walking through High Wycombe town centre. He'd caught the train down from London, and in his bag he'd been carrying a maximum strength corrosive bottle of sulphuric acid. He decided that day that he wanted to steal another man's bike, and a confrontation broke out. He showed this man the bottle that he was carrying with him, told him that it was acid that he was in fact carrying, and the man kicked it out of his hand, and in doing so it ended up splashing on Joanne Rand, who had been sat on a bench. Actually, it was she'd just come and sat down on the bench having visited her daughter's grave that day, so she just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Immediately though she jumped up, she felt the acid hit her skin, and she ran into a nearby restaurant to try to get someone to wash it off from her. She was in hospital straight away for a couple of days. She ended up being discharged. She suffered 5% burns, life-changing burns they're described as, but actually within 11 days of this attack taking place, she ended up suffering from sepsis, and she ended up dying as a result of the injuries that she sustained. We're expecting, of course, sentencing to happen this afternoon. We've been hearing various statements, certainly one from her daughter, who said that she ended up dropping out of college and that she'd lost a best friend. So we'll hear within the next hour or so exactly what sentencing the judge is giving out for this.
OK, Katie, for now, thank you very much indeed. Of course, we'll update you just as soon as we get more information.